Let's talk about habit formation and making sure that you are consistent in building those habits. I had to learn from therapists and professionals that work and help us with our son, Christopher, who is on the autism spectrum. I had to learn to be consistent. I had to learn consistency. Sometimes we do very good things, but we do them only once in a while. And then we don't get the desired results and we get upset, we get frustrated. Why are we not getting the things that we want? Consistent, it has got so many benefits. For example, when my son was diagnosed with autism, he had regressed his speech, so he was no longer communicating using speech, he was now using gestures. And the therapist emphasized the importance of consistency in talking to him, consistency in exposing him to use of language. Whenever he would come to me, whenever he would come to his siblings, to his dad, asking for water, he would just come and take you to the fridge, to the water dispenser, to indicate that this is what he wants. If he was hungry, you would come and you would take your hand, take you to the cupboard, take you to the fridge and point at the food that he wanted. And sometimes he would not even communicate properly. You would then fight. You would have a meltdown because he realized that he was not getting the help that he wanted with the same agency he wanted the help. Until I realized, his siblings realized, and his dad realized that we needed to be consistent in talking to him using language, to encourage him to use language. What consistency does, it helps you build trust. If you are consistent in doing something, people can trust you. People can know they can come to you for that particular thing. That is why it's very, very important to build a habit consistently. Even if you want to shed off some weight, even if you want to look after your skin, you will realize that you cannot run away from consistency. You have to be consistent. If it's looking after your health, you have to do it on a daily basis. Consistency, even successful people, they are very consistent in what they do. I was talking to my children the other day when we were doing a goal setting session, and I told them, if you look even at the football players, they are consistent in their practice. If you look any industry, whoever is doing so well, they are very consistent in what they are doing. So we need to embrace this habit of being consistent. If you said you're going to drink water, be consistent in doing that. If you said you're going to read a page a day, be consistent in doing that. The moment we grabbed consistency as a habit, we realize that it actually becomes your second nature. You end up doing, the first days is going to be difficult. Building a habit is not easy. But once you are used, our bodies, our minds are very easy to train. The things that you are doing now, those habits that you don't like, the things that you are doing at the moment, which you actually don't like, at some point you were not used to doing those things, but you started doing them consistently. If it's the scrolling through social media throughout the day, and before you know it, the day has ended, the week has ended, you haven't achieved anything that you want to achieve, or you haven't even set any goal, and there is nothing to achieve. So if you are consistent, you are also going to help yourself with being accountable. You can even be accountable to yourself. You're going to achieve goals. You're going to build trust. People can trust you. People can trust that you, because they see the consistency. Consistency also means you are being accountable to yourself, not even to the next person. You are making yourself accountable to the promises that you have made to your own self, not even to the next person. And you are going to create momentum. You create the momentum that makes it easy for productivity to happen. You create a very fertile ground when you are consistent. My encouragement is be consistent in what you want to start or what you have started. Those habits that you are doing very well. Just tell yourself, I'm going to do this thing until. Keep doing what you know that you are supposed to do. If you set yourself to say, I'm going to eat clean, be consistent in that. If you set yourself that I'm going to work on my skin, be consistent on that. Anything good, anything that takes time, it takes time. There is no shortcuts in life. Of course they are, but they will not give you the desired results. So you create your momentum by being consistent. Before we knew it, my son was now speaking. He was now expressing himself using speech. So this is my encouragement. As the year is starting, focus, and tell yourself, I'm going to be consistent. This time around, my challenge to you this year is be consistent. Whatever you want to do, be consistent. Make sure you tell yourself, I'm going to do this. If I say I'm going to do it 30 minutes a day, I'm going to do it 30 minutes a day. The other thing that consistency does also, it builds a reputation for you. It builds a reputation and it improves your own confidence. You become confident because you get better at what you are doing. You improve, your productivity is improving. So obviously those results that you are seeing will also give you the confidence. So be consistent and you will develop new skills as you go. That's what consistency does. Be a person who is consistent. Be consistent. You owe this to yourself. Do it for yourself, not for anyone else. Do it for you. You deserve it. You deserve the results that comes with being consistent. My challenge for you this year, 2025, be consistent in what you are doing. Be consistent in what you have learned. So many people keep asking questions, tips on how to do this, tips on how to do this. But most of the questions that we ask, we already have the answers. What is only lacking is consistency. And when you become consistent, even your environment, things around you also, they start falling into place. Your mind, yourself already, you start working towards what you want to achieve because it develops in you that discipline, because you know that whether it's raining, whether it's snowy, whether it's sunny, whether it's windy, we said we are going to do this every day, so we're going to do it. No negotiables. With consistency, you become a disciplined person. You also become a very reliable person if you are consistent. So pick up consistency at one of your habits that you want to run with. You will see some of the things that you used to drop on the way. You started the year saying, I'm going to do this. I'm definitely going to do this. 1 week down the line, you have dropped that habit. Why? Not because you don't know how it's supposed to be done, but you haven't mastered the art of staying consistent. Be consistent with those good things that you have learned before, those good things that you want to desire. Consistency can make your year a totally different one. All the best in this year. Let's remain consistent and see you in the next video. Remember to subscribe and share and comment. Also let me know what you have learned about consistency or what you have benefited from being consistent in what you are doing. Thank you. See you then.